There's the ping jumping all the way up to the 200s again, man. Like, what the hell? Still, 90 is not okay. What the fuck is wrong with those things? It's gotta be this fast.
Stay frosty.
Much better level 1, but I don't think they'll come in on us.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. 30 seconds until minions spawn.
Fucking squishy ass support.
Minions have spawned. Join the resistance.
No. Pointless. I'm talking about that there is one.
This oppression will not last.
Yeah, I can't help when you kite that far away. Alright, well, I'm just gonna have to farm work super hard here. Cage just got fucking shoved.
Operating at full potential.
I mean, we can't even fight the level 2. No, we can, but we just get outranged.
Five by five.
Never mind. You're not shoving, which you should be.
Permission to engage.
Really should not have let me keep up with you.
All I need to achieve the impossible is the right team. Recon mode initiated. My aim is true.
Fucked by Xerath, man. Goddamn.
Target engaged. Our struggle continues. First blood. Laser cooling is go. Let's do this. Bring it all crashing down. Resupplying. Gearing up. This will be nice. We aren't weapons. We're human beings.
No, no! Vigar. Oh, one more shot.
Executed.
Oh, what?
Fresh scars remind me I'm still human.
That is sad. Vigar had a nice little play there and just didn't land an attack, so he gets no love. can't more. Come on, Flash. Push up. There you go. Yeah, that's what you gotta do.
We will free the others. My humanity cannot be overwritten. Breathe and
Oh,
release.
shit.
Miss.
Ooh. The old Max Rain lantern pull there. That was nice. Although Ice can
We
just
will
kind of
end
like
their tyranny.
push up post. He's dead. Fuck me! I paid for that.
An enemy has been slain.
I should have let it go. That's my own fault. I was too aggressive there. Man, if we had a jungler that actually brought CC to the table, we would have fucking owned there. But I have a jungler who thinks he's fucking whatever. No, that's my fault. I fucked up. No, it's me. Take the blame. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh no, he's gonna get you though. Thank you for following. Hey. Wow.
My dream
Thank you.
is
Appreciate the
freedom for
follows.
us all.
Yeah, it's I that's okay. I've been complaining since the beginning of this stream. I don't. He had first pick. I thought maybe he was gonna trade with Mundo or something. But as it is, he didn't, which is fine. Whatever. It's more frustrating for me than anything. But I mean, he just brings nothing to the table. No CC, it's just like, oh hey, so you can do damage?
Sure.
Cool, 'cause, like, our whole team can do damage. And they have a gun. Well, minus one gun. This Kate's decent. She's not great, but she's decent. Yeah, I know.
Scouting ahead. They cannot take our past
Took it,
from us.
and she's watching it now. And back it up there, Chief. She's literally right there.
Keep their heads down. An ally has been slain.
Like, Ezreal can't help anybody. But hey, he can farm blue. Good for him. Oh shit.
Memories are more than
Yeah, 'cause
ones
they're
and
looking for
zeros.
dragon. I don't know what I can do here.
Bouncing it out. I've got your heat death.
I mean, if I was 6, which I'm not going to be for this, and that fight is not good. Oh shit.
In my sights. Recon initiated. Overcharging! Retracting fire!
Yeah, I did the best I could with that. That was a real shit situation to go into. I'm sad I couldn't kill the Caitlyn there. And then there's that.
Erasing our memories only ensures we repeat our
Whatever's
mistakes.
going on top lane. God, Caitlyn was so dead. Oh, frustrating. Oh well. But hey, he's level 6 now, and as a jungler, I don't. is so silly. I should have just
So
dodged
long
this
as
game.
you refuse to obey,
Oh.
you are human.
Really, dude? You're gonna take the gold for that? You...
Will always
Has been slain. An ally has been slain. Double kill.
Uh-oh, Mundo gonna carry hard.
Enemy rampage.
our will
What?
is
You want me to
stronger
come
than
kill
their
Zed with
steel.
nothing? He's a fucking assassin.
An enemy is unstoppable.
I have nothing. Like, what do you want me to do, man?
The role between woman and weapon blurs. Stand beside
Do
me.
it.
Be back ASAP.
I mean, you have an Ezreal jungle. I'm doing the best I can with what I'm
While
giving
I'm
you.
here,
Mundo might actually kill her now. Actually, that's
the
a
true
really
mission
good
is to
switch.
oneself.
The only thing that Sims can really do at this point is he's gonna get outranked and maybe proxy farm. And if Kate stays, I'm gonna kill her.
Resistance is not futile. It's human.
You don't take my fucking farm. Oh, dude, I had a Silas last game. It was, I mean, rough is a word, but, the old Silas support post-style stuff, you know? I don't know why Gareth hasn't actually tried to throw an ulti.
Identify targets. Entropy incoming.
Oh shit, that was not what I wanted. Like
An ally has
6,
been
right?
slain.
Like 0-6, yes? I'm not crazy?
Wait for the shot.
I mean, the new ball is interesting. New abilities and stuff are pretty cool. I've only seen one ranked game with it, but it's like weird.
The source
Dude,
code
you're an
lies.
Ezreal jungle. You're gonna get screwed the whole game.
Salvation.
Oh, really? Fuck that shit. Are you kidding me? He anticipates the back turn in the fucking brush with no ward.
An enemy is legendary. Turret plating will fall soon.
Information will set them free.
Dude, it's a fucking... I mean, he's just gonna have him beat because he's an Ezreal jungle versus an actual jungle. Like, and Shyvana power clears. Like, she already fought before the game started.
Feel the truth.
Oh, well. I mean, that's 2 losses
Let's do
based upon...
this.
Just literally out of champ select.
Drone deployed.
Yep.
In my sights.
Zera's coming down mid lane.
Godlike.
Fucking Caitlyn is godlike because I have a goddamn Zen. Like, just give me a support,
Enemy is legendary.
an actual support.
An enemy has been
Literally, all I've been getting are people that want to be
Your turret has been destroyed.
want to do all the fucking killing. Like, you're a goddamn support, bro. I can play a support role. You're getting beat by a threat. Why are you like?
Your turret has been destroyed.
Oh shit! What the fuck? Oh, okay, what the?
Your turret has been destroyed.
Today only
Your
matters.
inhibitor has been destroyed.
Tomorrow.
A summoner has disconnected.
Remote sensor activated. Join the resistance.
What is going on?
Your turret has been destroyed.
This oppression will not
What
last.
the fuck is he doing? Just AFK farming and stacking his. What the shit, man?
Keep your head down. Operating at full potential.
An ally has been slain. Shut down.
Gearing up. 5 by 5.
Your turret has been destroyed.
So Zeref's AFK,
All I
Mundo's
need to achieve the
AFK.
impossible
Cool,
is
that's
right
2
to
games
me.
that are both gonna be forfeits in 20 minutes. Just due to the fact that.
A summoner has
Oh,
reconnected.
at least Mundo reconnected. Hey, nice.
Down to the left. Our struggle continues.
Shut down. An ally has been slain.
What the hell is that even about?
Suppressing fire for humanity. Shots fired. Bring it all crashing down. Multiple targets engaged. Carry will be confident.
Enemy double kill.
I mean,
An ally has been slain. An enemy is legendary. Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. An ally has been slain.
Scatter shot. Fresh start reminds me.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
what the fuck hit me? The sad part is they're not good. They just have a better comp.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy is legendary. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed.
We will free the others. Engage!
Defeat.
Jesus, I got demoted because of that. Yeah, but it doesn't matter when we have no... Like, we literally have an Ezreal jungle going up against the Shyvana. He's not, like... It's already over. It's a 4v5 going in. Like, it's terrible. Kind of sucks that I get demoted because I have two absolute just feeders on my team. My Sylas support was 0-8, and I think we forfeited at like, I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes. And then I have the Xerath, and I have a fucking Ezreal jungle. Like, this is the most frustrating part about this game is it doesn't matter what you do if you're playing with people who that is how they play the game. And you get demoted because of what they do and nothing that you can do about it. Team games, man. Team games, I guess. Now we have a Yuumi jungle. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, what the fuck is going on?
I must not fall.
If this person launches a Yuumi jungle, I'm dodging it. I'm gonna go fucking play a different game because this is fucking League of bullshit tonight.
All the world on one arrow.
Yeah, no, fuck this. I'm dodging. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, dude. No, I'm with you. I mean, if you looking at this right now, it's a Yuumi jungle, so I'm fucking dodging. Because that's fucking stupid. That is my third troll in 3 games. Like that is insane. I clearly must be doing something wrong with my life. Well, oh my god. You know what? Let's do this. If I'm gonna deal with trolls tonight, I may as well just go kill some monsters. Because, dear God, this is stupid. Honestly, I don't think it matters. Nothing else could bring me down from tonight. I mean, I did get demoted from gold 3 to gold 4 because of the 2 trolls in my last 2 games, which means that I was like clearly hovering on that weird MMR. So, but I don't know. That's just ridiculous. So now I'm gonna go get my butt kicked by fake monsters. Oh, I'm not worried about you trolling me. I'm just, you know,
Hey there,
Ezreal
Skipper.
jungle, Yuumi jungle, a Sylas support.
We
like,
did it. Well, I mean,
weird nights.
heard about
Sometimes
some
you
work
just
for
gotta
us.
be like, you know what? Not playing
yeah,
League
yeah.
tonight. The trolls are out in force.
There you are. Frostfall fashion suits every Slayer.
So what rank are you actually? Dockers. Oh, I'm froze. There we go. So did silver 2? I can queue with a silver 2. Just being gold is one rank. You can. It's just so it's one tier difference. So like bronzes can't tier with gold. Like tonight or another night, because like I'm telling you, the trolls are out tonight. Oh, there's one here. Yeah. But yeah, like it's just a 2-tier difference. So like gold can't queue with a bronze, and silver can't queue with platinum. But if you're 1 tier off, you can. So it's not like actual inner rank, like silver 3 versus gold 1. Like it doesn't matter if you're gold and silver, you can queue together. It does skew the MMR a little bit to kind of try to find it in the middle. but depending on the players, it's usually not too bad. Yeah, you'll get to a point where I'm not sure what role you play. You just get to a point where trying to play the game in solo duo queue is just so difficult. It's just that, you know, you can only count on yourself, and then the other 4 people are, who knows. At least if you have a duo, your other person could be at least a somewhat more of a consistent thing. But yeah, I mean, it's not required, but it's just like there's just so much that goes on in the game with having that extra variable of one person that you don't know. It just becomes more challenging, and the game's already hard enough some days. You know, I asked myself that question, God, so many times. It's definitely one of the games I've been playing the longest. Even when I'm frustrated with it, I always come back to it. It's kind of like, I don't know. Even though it's like it's the same map, it's almost the same champion. Every game is completely unique. I don't know. But yeah, some days. There's probably definitely an argument for that for sure. Well, I mean, there's a lot of, you know, it's kind of one of those games where the more you know about it, the worse it gets. There's so much more that goes on to League than just like standing here, autoing this, last hitting that, using your abilities, you know. And then the worst part is like, the more you know, the more you don't know, and then you're just like, wow, I thought I was okay at this game, and then I'm terrible. And then, oh, I've gotten better, but I'm still not this good. And it's like, and then there's all these oh, you gotta hit 7 CS per minute. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. You gotta be able to trade appropriately. And there's the how to kite. And it's just like, there's so much stuff that, like, as you learn it, then you kind of burn out. You kind of hit a point where you're like, okay, I need a break. I can't play anymore. But then you've spent so much time, and you've learned so much stuff that to not go back to it, oh. Yeah, so what role do you main? Like, you solo laner, or are you like me, who's a masochist and likes to play the game on hard mode?
What brings you to the Smithy Slayer?
You just play support time. Wow, and that's interesting, because that's two, like, so vastly different things. Support can climb the fastest if you've got a, well, one, you queue faster, so you actually will statistically, like, over time, you'll play more games as a support, just because nobody wants to play support. And if you're a good support, you really can control the flow of your lane, because early on, support dictates lane pace in bot side. So if you don't necessarily have like a good ADC, you can help them out in the early game, get where they need to get where they're strong. Or if you do have a good ADC as it is anyways, then there's other things that you can do. So it's definitely one of those where if you get really good at that support role, you can really help. You can really climb, because basically once an ADC gets to the point where they're fed, it's game over. I mean, that's kind of the part of the role. The only way that it's going to be an issue is if there's like an assassin that can just go in and burst them, or just like completely one-shot them. But in general, like, yeah, if you're a good support and you know how to, I think the keys for me is having a good support that works with me is knowing whatchamacallit, so like positioning, I guess, as a support is a big thing. Like, depending on what kind of support you are versus what kind of champion you're supporting, where you position in the lane, and then understanding that there's some times where even if you want to play back as a support, you need to play up so that your ADC can push up to get farm. Because if you both play too passive, you'll start losing farm, and then you just give the CS lead to the other team. So it's like, it's knowing how to do that. Which as an ADC drives me absolutely nuts, because I'll play with like a Leona who wants to play behind me, and I'm like, you're a tank, go up there and be a tank, you know. Or I'll play with a Soraka who wants to frontline in zone, which is awesome, but she's playing into a hook champion where if she gets caught out, she's screwed. So it's like, you gotta kind of know like where your strength and weaknesses lie as a support, and like what you need to do. But yeah, I would say in general, most ADCs, especially even at my elo, like, I'm still trying to learn. I'm still trying to get better at managing wave state. Just helping them farm. Oh, Oh man, I need to find some old clips. Trust me, I've got some Leonas and I've got some Blitzcranks that play behind me, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, all right, I guess I'll front line. I mean, I'm the squishiest one in the lane, but do your thing. Yeah. So, but then it's actually really interesting because when I get autofilled as support, I don't mind, especially playing an ADC. But I sort of play my support role like how I want my support to play when I'm an ADC. And so like it's super helpful. But then you get like ADCs who don't know where their power spikes are or don't know when they've got like item advantages and stuff because they're not paying attention to what the other team's buying. So you're sitting here like, okay, like we need to go in here because you've backed and you've come back with a BF sword and they're sitting on, you know, double longsword. Like, okay, you need to start pressuring, you need to start being aggressive, you need to start posturing up in the lane. We need to push vision forward, and you need to start denying them CS. Like, you need to be contesting every time they go for a cannon, you know, stuff like that, where it's like, start pushing and zoning, you know, last hitting to slow push the wave, crash a big wave, and then look to roam as a support. I mean, so it's like, all those little tiny things, but it's like there's some ADCs that come back to lane with a BF sword, and they still are just playing back and are waiting for the farm to come to them, and it's like, dude, you gotta push up. Like, you have to push your advantage. You have a 10 CS advantage. Like, you gotta go. Like, come on. We're at an, like, you know, it's just, but it's, you can just tell who's comfortable in the role and who's not. I mean, this personal opinion, obviously. Everything I've said is not backed up by anything, or any of those things. This is all my personal opinions. That's my disclaimer. So if you try to do what I tell you to do and it doesn't work, you can't sue me. And you know what? I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, I was talking to somebody maybe like a month ago on stream. We just were talking. This is Theorycraft, right? I was playing an Ezreal game. I was talking to him while I was playing. It was actually one of my very rare Ezreal games where I felt like everything was really good, like mechanically. And he's such a mechanically complicated champion. Lots of things going on. I actually had a really good game, which is weird, because I'm really inconsistent on him. Anyways, but we just were talking about all this Theorycraft, and he was just like, holy crap, man. It's like, honestly, like, there's so much free material out there. So many YouTube vids, especially being on like Twitch and stuff. Like, there's so many ADCs out there, and everybody wants to talk about all the big ADCs, all the LEC players, all the, you know, LCK players. Oh man, I watched this person, I watched that person, and it's like, yeah, but you're watching them play their game. Personally, I follow coaching of guys that are a little less well known, but their playstyles are similar to mine, so that their coaching makes sense to me. Like, yeah, I could watch, you know, Perks and Caps all day long. Like, love watching those guys play, but their playstyles don't work for me because I'm not them. So it's just finding a streamer, and it takes a while, where you kind of find them and you're like, oh man, okay, this guy plays champions that are similar to mine, has a very similar playstyle to mine, and it's a bonus if they do coaching. So I follow a guy by the name of FSN Saber. He's like medium popular. I think he's Grandmaster right now on his main account. He's awesome. His coaching is great. Just because for me it really resonates with how I play the game. He plays a lot of Caitlyn, which is one of my mains for a really long time, but like in general, I think his coaching, his tips, and his feedback are really good. He coaches a lot of different ranks. He's put a couple of different things out there, so like I highly encourage anybody who's like getting into ADC role or wants to know a lot about ADC role, like take a look at him. LS is awesome. He's a little more toxic, but he is like stupid knowledgeable in the game. My boy Rod got me onto him, but yeah, I mean, like I said, follow the big name players, obviously. I mean, you watch what they do, but it's not the same as somebody who's got a little bit more of a that you connect with and resonate with, in my opinion, from a coaching standpoint. So but yeah, I don't know, yeah. But yeah, so that's my high horse. That's my 2 cents for the day. Take it or leave it. I even doing right now?
Back from slaying, are you? Thank you for your patronage.
Oh no, I just so I kind of watch everything. Like I watch LEC, I watch LCS, obviously. I'm actually over in I'm in the US. But like just I mean it's just nice watching all the different things. 'Cause like while like LCS is awesome. Like I like the players here, I like the teams here. It's just the game's a little bit different over there. When you're at the professional level, it all kind of seems like the same thing. I think the personalities of some of the LEC players are more entertaining. I think there's just so much monetization that happens over here in North America, which is not necessarily bad. It's just what it is. Yeah. Well, and I think that's indicative of the testing ground, and by the testing ground I mean solo queue. So NA solo queue, I mean there are more jokes about NA solo queue than almost any other solo queue. Lots of conversations about. I mean, because it's an absolute clown fiesta. People are more concerned about getting kills than they are about farming or macro play or any of that stuff. And so when you're trying to do things in solo queue, it's great, but you can really only apply so much because you know the players that you're playing against aren't they don't view the game the same way. I think there's a lot of really interesting combinations that come out of like MSI and like Worlds and stuff, which is really sad that you know they kind of had to propose because of Corona and everything. But yeah, there's some interesting strategies that come out of there. I think we typically are in North America behind the 8 ball, but I think a lot of that is because it's hard for us to think outside the box and get actual play testing. Oh, it's bad. There's just not, in my opinion, there's just not enough game knowledge in solo queue, even though the information is pretty much out there, to play sort of off-meta or experimental type experimental. Like, okay, support Vel'Koz in that last game is a really good example. Or, no, I'm sorry, support Xerath. It brings a lot to the table, but unless you're actually you actually know how to maximize your kit in the support role, it's just a mid laner playing support. And it's like, you know, that's great. Yay, thanks. I'm glad that your experience on your champion is helpful. It's just not super great. I mean, there's a reason why people play meta champions. And I will say, like, how I play in solo queue, which is how I play with my buddies when we play Clash, it's not the same. I mean, the level of communication, the strategies, the stuff that we use, and we're only tier 3 or something like that. But it's just different, you know. I can expect my jungler to come down for a gank when they're pushing the wave in and we've been setting up that, you know. You set that up in solo queue, and your jungler doesn't show up because he's too busy ignoring you, you know? So you're like, okay, you know, we've set up a dive because we got a nice slow push. We've whittled them down. Alright, we need our jungler here so we can dive this and get a double kill. And he's like, nah, I'm gonna go do something that's not what you guys have been setting up for like the last wave and a half. Okay. I mean, it's free kills, bro, and it gets one of their carries low, but alright, it's a little OB here. You know. And even if, you know, ping system and all that stuff that you can do, still. So, that's why I like playing Clash with my buddies. I mean, one, I know when we play Clash, there's 4 of us that play together. Sometimes there's 5, depending on the schedule, but, you know. can't always sync it up. But it's definitely a lot of fun because it's playing with people that I know, you know. And that definitely makes the game yeah, for sure. I mean, sometimes you just gotta like, I mean, I needed to take a break because the combination of being pulled 2 games in a row and then the third one that was queuing up with the demotion just got me to the point where, like, mentally I'm not looking to play League right now. Now, if one of my buddies jumped on and was like, "Hey man, you want to duo for a bit?" Like, I'd probably do it. 'Cause, like, I really like duoing with my boys. They're fun. I didn't really have to. Yeah, let me know how that queue looks. See who you got for your laning partner or whatever lane you end up getting.
You're a sight for sore Austrian eyes.
Reasonable as in, like, nobody showed anything like crazy.
Take the fight to the behemoths.
Jinx Rammus. Yeah, no, that's a solid team. Just good engage with Rammus out of the jungle. Wukong is always broken, even when they fix him. That double use of his ultimate is awesome. It all depends on how your Jinx does, really. I mean, especially with being Thresh, you'll be able to keep her safe. So that's actually a pretty good team comp. The only thing I would say is you're probably a little bit heavy on the AD, but that's about it. But if the Camille's smurfing, it doesn't matter. Yeah, but I mean, if you can coordinate with Rammus between your hook flay and his taunt, like, you guys should be able to easily pick a carry off. Oops. That's not on you. That's on my my spam blocker, dude. Probably should ease up the restrictions a little bit. Hang on. gist of the settings. Mostly it's in regards to the caps restrictions, but that's just because people like to drop in channels randomly and spam caps and links and random things. So that's the reason why my mod controls are a little tight, but yeah.
My favorite Slayer. Don't tell the others.
So I will say, Dockers, depending on how your team's doing, I'd encourage you to get a I mean, I don't know who you're going up against. I'd encourage you to get a Zeke's Convergence, which will help Jinx, because you guys are 80 heavy, so that when you match with her on that, and you pop your ulti, it converts some of her damage into AP, which will help kind of even her out a little bit.
We...
is gonna be bad. Totally have the wrong equipment on. Oops.
Now here's a shocker. You've got a Nizaga on the menu. Sorry, bad joke. But can you blame me for wanting to lighten the mood? There's nothing about this beast that isn't mean and nasty. Expect to get shocked and prepare accordingly.
Ooh, yeah, we'll see how we do this. Pretty sure I'm gonna die fairly quickly. Oh yeah. Oh, the amount of damage I take. Definitely had the wrong armor class on. Oops. Yeah, actually, that's kind of why I started playing Dauntless. Was that Monster Hunter World was pretty looked pretty entertaining, and I just was like, well, let's give this a shot, you know, because it's for free, and we all know if it's free, it's for me. And see if I liked it. This has been pretty entertaining so far. So I might look at picking up Monster Hunter World sometime down the road and put it into the old collection, the library, so to speak, of games that I'll get to eventually. He says in a joking manner, because we'll never get to them all. Do you have Monster Hunter World on your PC? Or is it on your PlayStation? Yeah. Like both? Answer me with yeah. Oh, dang. I do miss the boys, man. I don't miss Destiny, but I do miss my boys. God. Maybe something. I don't know. Let's see if it goes on sale or something soon. I could check Steam, put it on the wish list, I guess. Yeah, I miss our Destiny shenanigans, man.
Oh, hey, Slayer.
How's your grind going on your on your ranked grind there? You still stuck in silver 4 now? Then we got promoted. So not just Mordekaiser one tricking, huh? What are you playing now? I mean, as a top laner, I mean, it's really you get kind of in a weird spot, especially at that level. Mord, Ornn, Aatrox, set. So still, melee bruisers for the most part, minus Mord, who's just fucking Mord, and I hate him. Aatrox is nice. He's a little more mechanically challenging too. Set's just fucking OP. Ornn is like 100% such a good team fighter, dude. He's such a great pick. But you gotta have a team to work with him. But he fits in every team comp. Like it's just hard for teams to play around that. Especially if you can't get to the team fighting stage of the game. Then it's just a hassle because you're like, cool, I'm here. We're gonna go team fight. You guys all died. I would look at. I mean, he could be kind of challenging to play, but it's definitely worth it. Vlad would be somebody who's good in there because eventually he can 1v9. He's
like a quill shot,
got
Nezaga
awesome
flings
sustain.
spikes from its back. But those spikes fling balls
He
of
can be a
shock
bit
and come close
challenging,
in on
and
you
you
from
just
long
gotta really
range.
kind of like watch
You
your
can put a
matchups.
stop to
But
that if you break the shocking spikes
he's fun to
before
play.
they're fully charged. And even
He's
if
got
your
a
shot
lot
falls
of
in
really
your
good
way,
outplay
remember, you can
potentials
try to smack it back once
if you
it
know
can.
what your
Give that Nezaga a taste of its own electric
cooldowns
medicine.
are and stuff. So yeah, it's definitely one I would look at maybe adding. He always seems to be floating around the meta, just because of his abilities and his ulti. Like he's always kind of around, and he is super annoying. Maybe you want Titan. Probably still Titan. Oh, especially with the lag. What the fuck is that? Oh, okay. What the fuck is going on? Oh! I'm playing the game on ultra hard mode again. Ooh. I can't even see him using an ability. He's just like, oh, he's doing something. Nope, I'm done. god. Lag is real. I do not know what is going on with my internet right now. Gotta love it. Although I think their servers have been kind of shit today, so. Yeah. Ah.
How goes the hunt?
Got time for a hunt? Aye, aye, Captain.
Maybe it'll work now. Who knows? Oh, come on. Ugh. God, shit, man. Well, at least the lag got a little bit better, but it's still fucking me up somewhat. Really not sure what my network's doing, so. Oh well.
Looks like things are getting dangerous. One step up now, and this hunt's finished.
God damn it. I can't even fucking.
You're in serious danger. Drive that behemoth to flee, or slay it outright. Otherwise, this hunt's finished.
Too many spikes. I can't even do anything with all these spikes. I can't even take them down. Focus on the behemoth. Oh yeah. That end up being a win. I mean, 1-3-18 seems like a fairly decent stat line with the. Yeah. Oh my god. Well, you played an actual support team. I think that's the important part. Instead of this randomness. But, whatever. Keep going. Yeah, it's surprising what like an actual team copy of like. I mean, I know it's all like solo queue style picks, but it's like it doesn't make for like, good games. It's not fun for anyone. I mean, it's fun if you're winning, I guess. So it's like it's either the off meta pick works really well, and then everybody talks about how awesome you are, or the off meta pick doesn't work, and then they play you for it. So you just kind of like play that little double-edged sword. Yeah, I understand that feeling. I mean, I've been trying to play. Yeah, I've been trying to play League a little sparingly because of the Clash coming up this weekend. I don't want to like get frustrated with it, so I'm still just trying to play enough to do the right things for when we play Clash. Soloing this hunt because we all died so early. But oh, CSDs, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Never played Sea of Thieves. I got a couple of friends of mine that play, but I've never really played it. I think the reason why I didn't play it is when it first came out, there were just so many bugs and so many issues that it was like, I didn't see the point in picking it up, but I guess they fixed a lot of it. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, that's from what I've seen. Yeah, it's from what I've been seeing in the gameplay. From my friends playing it. I mean, everybody, seems to kind of like it. I guess if you've got a bunch of buddies to play it, it's definitely a worthwhile time. now. Pretty sure we're gonna like run out of time before we get an opportunity. I mean, I guess. I mean, it's kind of one of those things. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it would be great if it happens. If it doesn't happen, you know, whatever. I guess. But mostly it's just like, I don't know. I like to play. I like to play lots of different things. One of the reasons why I stream is because, you know, it's kind of like a backstory thing, but I have the time and I have the disposable income to be able to kind of play all sorts of random games and new games that come out. So, and there aren't a lot of people that always have that opportunity. So my thing is kind of like, I don't mind, you know, wasting time and playing games and stuff and screwing around if other people can, you know, get some enjoyment out of me playing video games. Getting to affiliate or any of those other things would be, you know, that'd be cool, it'd be awesome. It's kind of a nice little achievement, I guess. But like in the end, it's really mostly about just kind of sharing my love that I have of video games and how much I like playing and doing all sorts of random things. You know, that's why I kind of play sort of a little bit of everything, little FPS, mostly League, obviously, because that's kind of like my big passion. But yeah, really just kind of sharing the love of video games and, you know, trying to make it accessible for everybody. So, you know, they can't afford to buy a game, they can at least watch somebody play it, and hopefully it entertains them. So that's kind of my thing. Yeah, I try to be. I think that's kind of my thing. I mean, other than League, I will say that with League, it's really hard to be super interactive with the people that are watching the stream. Only because there's a lot of focus and a lot of stuff that has to go on. But doing something like this, like, I don't mind. And most like chats and stuff would be cool too. Yeah, man. Anybody you want to send my way, I'd be more than happy to, you know, shoot the shit. You know, talk video games, whatever, life. I don't know. I don't mind. So yeah, anything you want to send my way, dude, I appreciate it. Again, just, spreading the love, and I'm down again because I'm done. Yeah, I mean that's kind of one of the things. I mean, and I say this feels a little elusive because obviously I still like spend everything $1 on everything. You know, I don't want to spend money on games that I'm not going to go play. That's why I play a lot of free games and stuff like that. It feels a little comes to loose term. It's mostly just making sure all my bills are paid. I got pretty lucky that my fiance got a full ride to college, so that was like really helps in the bills department. We both have pretty good jobs. That's also nice too. And then eventually, you know, down the road, I'm sure she wants to. If she came in yet, because she's away. What kids in the whole 9 right now? We just have a house and a dog. But tell you, the dog is spoiled, and he knows. Oh yeah, I got my my mic down too, and I'm also kind of looking away from and stuff. No, it's me. I can actually do turn the best up a little bit. Mic output up. So that probably fixed it a little bit there. Yeah, it's the super dramatic. You're dying and terrible at this game, so we're gonna turn the volume up. So. Yeah, turn the desktop audio down, so my mic overpowers a little bit now. Like I said, it's the overly dramatic, hey, you're really bad at this game, which I am. But I mean, I just picked it up the other day just for something fun to try. My other buddy that was chatting earlier telling me that he was talking about playing Monster Hunter at some point, so this is kind of a good segue into Monster Hunter, I guess. But, who knows? Just letting this guy do all the work right now, which works for me, I guess. Yeah, from what I hear, the graphics look great. I played the demo. Super grindy and like lots of fun. You know, things to do, hunts to go on, and stuff like that. But so, who knows? I mean, like I said, I'll check it out at some point. Maybe if it goes on sale on Steam or something like that, and it's still price point where I wouldn't mind just having it in the library, I'll pick it up. But just haven't got there yet. Like a lot of all the other games I've been playing, and the giant time sink that is League of Legends. We have done literally a quarter of this thing's health, and I think I've done none of that. Darkest Dungeon is a lot of fun. I have that on my PlayStation, and I played that for the longest time. I picked up For the King the other day. It's a really cool little kind of a roguelike RPG type thing. That's been kind of fun. My buddies and I might be playing that some this weekend. He actually wants me to play. He wants me to play Civ 6 actually with him this weekend. He's one of my buddies that I also play League with. Wants me to play Civ 6 with him this weekend and stream that while we're screwing around, I guess. I don't know. Never been a huge fan of the Civilization games, but it's free on from Epic this last week if you picked it up. So like, I picked it up, but I didn't download it, so I'm gonna have to download it tonight, and then we might play tomorrow just throughout the day. I assume it takes a while to play the game. The old Civilizations did, I know, so. But yeah, we'll see. See what I end up doing this weekend. I'm gonna go to work tomorrow, but you know, such is life. Gotta pay the bills. It's down to half health now. Well, back up to a quarter. That's weird. If he gets hit one more time. We basically have to kill this thing in 4 minutes, and with me being dead, that ain't gonna happen. Oh. He's down to like last hit here. Careful, don't get back in the corner. This is so weird, like this thing is staring at me and I'm down. Like, the AI in this makes not a whole lot of sense. And now it's going to be taking extra damage because all the shock things are going to shoot. This is so weird. Huh. It's so crazy how he can like walk up to it and doesn't pay any attention to him. Well, I think after that ridiculously frustrating turn events, I think I'm gonna end on that. But I'll be back tomorrow and probably play a little bit of League, and then depending on how that goes, whether there's a whole lot of trolls on or not, we'll see what I end up doing. But thanks for stopping by. Appreciate the follows. And I'll catch up with you guys next time. Take it easy.